Hey guys, how's it going? Trains Productions here. I don't know if y'all can hear me now. I was having some microphone problems. There, y'all can hear me. So yeah, sorry about that. So what's going on basically is we're waiting for two trains. I believe we're waiting for this regional who's passing us now as he's about to get on the main line. And then we're operating the Keystone down to Newark Penn. We're going to be following this regional. And I don't know if the dispatch will have us cross in front of this other regional that's facing us, or if we're going to wait for him to cross over. We'll have to stop at the signals up ahead regardless, because we got to wait for this train to clear the tunnel. And so once we get that going, we'll be underway. So we're going to have a couple red signals along the way. I didn't realize my microphone was plugged in, or was not plugged in, so sorry about that. So we're in the Metroliner cab car, number 9646, operating a Keystone line. And so I don't know why this regional stopped here. He's got a stop signal. Somebody in front of him? That's a little strange. That's strange. I don't know why he's got a red signal. There's nobody in front of him. There's like nobody in front of him at all. That signal's green, so I don't know why this regional is waiting. Try again. No route available. Oh, that's very strange. I've never seen this in Transit World. Maybe a signals glitch is what I'm thinking. I'm not too sure. But nobody has a signal. No one can like move anywhere. So that train coming in behind me. That's pretty much it. Maybe this is when, I don't know. That's weird. I've never seen something like this. I think it might be a really bad glitch. What do you guys think? I think if he got the signal, then this train can snake through here and either come up this way or however, but I think it's a glitch. So it's supposed to be Newark in 9 minutes, and it looks like I'll not be making it there on time because nobody has a signal to go anywhere. Okay, so there's one train coming in right now. I don't think he has a signal either. Oh, he's got it. He's got it now. Okay. I don't know. I've never seen this before. Congratulations, we're all seeing our first Train Sim World official glitch. Because I don't know why all the trains just stopped here in the first place. Maybe this one's waiting for him to come in. I don't know. You guys let me know. Pretty interesting. Okay, it's that regional behind this first regional stopped for passengers. So we were looking at 2 regionals that are stuck, pretty much. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on. They both got yellow now, apparently. Ah, wrong side. Green, yellow. Followed by red, of course. Everyone's still got red, and this guy's got an approach. Ah, are we waiting for this guy, maybe? It could possibly well be. I don't know, the other train gets stuck too. We'll try a different scenario, but he'll be here for a while. Actually, let's go and try a different scenario. So, let's go back. Okay. Let's try a different scenario, because this one's like really glitchy. Okay, main menu, yes. Sorry about that, guys. A little technical difficulties with that. I didn't understand that. So let's go to timetable. So I want to make this kind of quick. We'll do another Metroliner cab car. We'll do this 5051. Yes, because. And see how it works. I'm soon planning to get to Long Island Railroad and then Call Train to buy, and then what else? Whatever else comes my way. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. We got that. Circuit breaker. Let's do our panel. Oh, we don't need marker lights. See. Step lights on, number lights on, battery on, alerter on, access on, HC keep off. Okay, let's get our spotlight, our gauges. Okay, we'll put link to minimum parking brake on. Okay, so brake booted trail, and then we'll set our reverse forward. There we go. So she looks pretty much set up. We'll see what looks saying. Oh, HEP is off. So way to fix the HEP turn on is you click 8 on your keyboard or go to your free roam. Go to your locomotive. Go to the first door of it. Open it up. Well, you actually don't need to open it because you're in free roam, so you can just go fly right through it. Casper pretty much. Turn your HEP, so you gotta hold for start 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be on. Marker lights on. So now your rear marker lights should be on. We'll have to leave here for a little bit. So what I like to do sometimes is, what I see in real life is people turn on their cab lights and then turn their little blinds. Go to this or the other locomotive as well. That's what some people do. Okay, cab light on, then blind. Okay, then you just hit 1 and go back to your cab. We have a few seconds to spare, and our HEP is, or head end power is on, and then pretty much our cab signals are on as well. So we'll go lock our doors now. Parking brake off. Okay, we're good to go. And off we go. Let's see if we're stopping ahead. Okay, so the other guy's got a signal, we don't, so we'll actually be waiting for somebody. My keyboard does glitch once in a while because this is a Bluetooth keyboard, so I do apologize in advance if you see any wonky stuff due to my keyboard's glitching out. Apparently I've now driven 64 miles as everybody's here to watch my next milestone of operating the Metroliner, so thank y'all for watching. We'll do a running brake test here. Alright, brake test complete. Excellent. Alright, so that approach is we're going to watch our signals all the way. Proceed, prepare to stop at the next signal. Which our next signal will be an approach. Have to stop. We got another regional just coming out of the tunnel here. And there's our stop signal. Turn our cab light here as we are waiting for this other regional. So this is our train, that's who has the clear. And so this blue line here will be our route, telling us where we're supposed to go, as this regional behind us is still loading up right now, as this one's now coming in. I believe we depart out of track 14, I'm not exactly sure. Take a look at our outside here. Our ditch lights are still flashing. There's the rear of our train. Number 650 should be, yep. A lot of bugs, looks like. We'll just look around. Let's see what's going on. A little glitchy, that's alright. Looks like the other region not coming in quite yet. So this is your, from the outside of the window, this is your cab concept of the Metroliner cab car. So let's go and take a little tour. So first I'll show you all the panel. So first you gotta open up the fuse box, and then you get a whole bunch of different selections for cabs, and these are circuit breakers. So your ATC we're going to keep off until we get to the end of the tunnel on the other side of the I believe these are the East River tunnels, and so we will keep the ATC off, and I'll explain why in a minute. Sorry guys. Okay. Our access is on. That's our advanced civilized speed enforcement systems. Make sure we ain't speeding. Our alert will stay on. Our battery's on. Our number lights are on. Step lights, and then of course our tail lights, which are our marker lights. We don't need, so because that's our marker lights. So I guess we can keep them on until we're ready to go. And there's the other train passing us, the other regional. So we close up our fuse box, and we'll keep the things on, showing that we're not doing anything. We'll keep our dish lights on. We'll inspect this other train, but let's keep taking the tour here. So this is your locomotive select. So right now we're in electric mode because that's what we're being pushed. That's your cab heating system. So like if your windows like are fog, if you feel the cab's getting too cold, then you can adjust your heating and all that. And then these are ditch lights, which we don't need to do anything with. These are cab lights. Oh here. Oh, I'm sorry guys. Our heating windshield, our antenna call the conductor, or anything like that, and then our HTTP traction reset, our locomotive bell, the silence alarm, and then our main circuit breaker. So right now when you push, which it is right now, it's in the closed position because we need the circuit breakers to be closed. These are our headlights, which they're set to dim. I've already set them bright. I can just go back one, off, and then bright. Keep them on dim, show that we're at least operational. This is our strobe lights. So our train just come with strobe lights. So right now they're in auto, so if I ring the bell, the ditch lights will come on, and then the strobe lights will pop on as well. Here, I'll demonstrate. So those are your regular strobe lights, and then your ditch lights will flash automatically, or your flashing lights for that. And then there's different options as well. So you have just your white flashing by themselves, or you can have them on red, which is your main beacon. So we'll put it back in auto. Then that shows your main circuit breaker, and then you have your emergency brake, of course. Don't worry about the signal; it's not going to change for a while because this train has to, that was in front of us, has to get all the way through the tunnel. So this train's not even halfway through. It has to hit this signal first that I was showing earlier, and then once he knocks that down, then we'll have to clear for the tunnel. And then this is your speedometer, and then this is your gauge light for your speedometer, which is on. And then this is your cab signal. So right now my ATC is cut out. I'll cut it back in when we get to where that signal is I pointed out. We'll keep our accessing, so that shows us our speed limits and our changes for time and penalty. Our cab signal is so restricting because we're not ATC, but it'll display any aspect that we pass through, which later on you'll see. And then this is our bell. And that's your lead sand. This is your acknowledge for cab changes or alerters. This is your reverser and pretty much your key, your spotlight. This is your power handle or your throttle. That's the horn right here. This is your automatic brake. I believe this is a combined automatic train brake and dynamics. And then this is your EQ res regulator for your brakes, so if you need to regulate anything with your brakes. And then this is your brake mode. So because we are a push-pull consist, we either have trail, out, or lead. So we're in trail because this is not a locomotive, this is just a cab car, and this is your parking brake, which I should have on in the first place, so we don't roll downhill, but I got our brakes on as well. This is your gauge lights, so basically controls up here. This is your dimmer, so, and this is your other status, so like your brake status, your HEP, and then hot car journal, which means pretty much hot box, and then showing the doors are closed, and then all of our other information. So we have a wheel slipper sum if I want to hit sand, show that we're on. And so we are not really an MU power control. We have a pantograph selector up here, and then more alarms up here. So I'm gonna check the alarms up here, and then that's your events, that's your radio, and then this phone is used to call the radio, and then this is your cut out territory. So we're going to keep it cut in, and then we'll keep these fine because actually we can't use them anyway. So, and that's your basic tour of the Metroliner cab car. So we go ahead and we'll turn off our cab lights here in a minute, and then we'll continue like now. And here we go. And we have a clear, and we are departing New York. At the next signal that we pass, I'll turn on the cab signals, and you'll see I'll do it in a minute. Or in a couple minutes, excuse me. I know I'm doing this like really early, as it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, but I wanted to do something, just get the stress off of me for a bit. You know, just maybe see who's on here. I know usually there's like 1 or 2 people I know that are on here, maybe more. Like I said, my keyboard does get sticky, so if you see anything kind of wonky with it, like when the power kind of jumps, just stuff like that. Alright, we're going to turn our headlights to bright, and we keep our bell on until we get to the 60-mile-an-hour limit. And you'll see our cab signal, or our MAS, maximum authorized speed, it'll change here in a minute as well. The thing that sucks is we don't have any dynamic brakes, so I have to really keep, you know, going back and forth on the train brake. But if anyone has an idea how to get that working, or if it's a combined train brake and dynamic, then gladly appreciate someone telling me. Alright, we got the 60, so we easily power up, but because we're going down to 2% grade, we don't need to power up too much. So I won't go full power, really. Probably go up to like, here will be fine. Because we gotta catch up to the other train in Newark anyways. So, because the Keystone does not stop at Secaucus. And the only thing I don't like is that it doesn't allow the Keystone to stop at Liberty, which I understand. because the Keystone Real Life doesn't stop at Newark Liberty anyways, and the creators, which is Dovetail, are trying to create a realistic version, pretty much of the real life. But another problem I have with just that is when I, hold on, wait, just my brakes here. So if I turn my headlights off, then see, there's no lights for the tunnel or anything like that. There's no extra signals to go off of. And plus, the only reason why, okay, so the reason why I turn off my ATC while I'm going through the tunnels here is because when you're in the East River Tunnel, which is where we're at, there's no signals. And so that last signal that we had, which was clear, it would register on my cab signal as a restricting. I don't know why it doesn't fully register as a clear signal. It registers as a restricting, and because there's no other signals to go off of, you're going to have to turn off your ATC anyways, or go 15 miles an hour, or sorry, 20 miles an hour the whole way, which I know people don't want to do. So I just turn off my ATC until I get to the next signal, and I use the regular signal indication. So I departed with the signal indication on a clear, so I know that my next signal will, you know, be either a clear, a cab speed, or an approach limited. Either way, I gotta get ready for the next signal, which I'm displaying here. It's a clear, but assuming that's not there, one day I'll get rid of the HUD, especially on the Northeast Corridor, and really test my knowledge using cab signals and just knowledge of the territory itself. And then going in the North River Tunnel, which is pretty much east of New York. Right now, these tunnels, we're just west of New York under the Hudson. So in the North River tunnels, or east of New York, when you're going north towards Sunnyside Yard, or when you're going to okay, that's just my alerter because I haven't touched the control in a minute. So coming out of the end of the tunnel now, looks like a nice sunset. We'll blow the horn. There we go. So the signal coming up will put on our ATC. But anyways, what I was talking about for the North River tunnels is that actually we need our blind. So we have 90, so we'll go at full throttle. Actually, I need to see the signal coming up here because I can see with that. So the sun as we're turning will pretty much go away. Alright, there's signal, so let's go ahead and get ready our thing. See. There we go. So I hit it just in time. We have the clear. So that's what a clear exact cab signal indication looks like. And our time to penalty, that's basically countdown how many seconds we have until we need to make a move to start a reduction to our next speed, which will be 60 miles an hour, as you see up here. So basically we can still go 90 for another 60 seconds or until it starts counting down. So that signal we just passed was a cab speed, but our signals did not register as a cab speed. But let's be wary of our surroundings as we're approaching 90 miles an hour as we're going to blast pretty much through Secaucus. Okay. Alright, so as soon as we get to this signal right here, we're going to start our reduction. Alright, so 2, 1, so minimum brake application. So now you're seeing that the maximum authorized speed is counting down, right? So as long as we do not go over the maximum authorized speed, no matter what number it is, so 80, we cannot exceed 80, 79, now we cannot exceed that, 78, 77, 76, etc. So we're doing just fine. And so the time to penalty will still display until we go under the limit. So now it went away, as you saw over here, because we're going under 60 miles an hour. And now we have a clear signal. And so because we're not going over 60 or anything like that, no buzzers go off. It just tells us that, hey, we're at 60. And here's Portal Bridge in Secaucus, New Jersey. And you'll see the cab signals go up and down as we go through this next 90 mile an hour stretch. It's 90, then 60, 90, and then it goes back to 60. So now we can apply some more power. definitely beautiful. Alright, so we got 90, so we'll go ahead and start powering up here. And so already we're starting to get the countdown, so we won't go to, actually we will not exceed 60. So now we're at 60. Now above 60, your time of penalty will still commence. So you have 19 seconds to make a move to get onto your next limit or do something about it. So now we're under the next limit, which is 60, and that goes away. And that's your good indication when you turn on your ATC, or automatic train control, and your access, or your advanced civilized speed enforcement system, that you know what your next speed limit will be. We have another cab signal, but I just want to still register this as a cab. I've played this route so many times, I know it by heart. I know the route by heart. I know all these signals by heart, pretty much, so I can tell you exactly without any of these HUD menus. The only thing I need is my speedometer, because like instead of like just having it down here, it kind of like, you know, bothers me a bit. And so we'll still maintain 60 miles an hour. But the next signal, it does go to, or our cab signals do display a actual cab speed, and you'll see what the cab signal drop looks like. And it may drop all the way to an approach too, because we have that northeast regional in front of us. So we're going at our next speed limit or above. So let's try to keep that under at least, and our time penalty goes away. You will not get penalized as long as you are at the speed limit for the next one or under. So if it's counting down to 60 and I'm at 60 and your time of penalty still commences, as long as you do not go over 60, then you'll be fine. And so here's our next signal, which should be cab speed. Yes. Okay, we got another train coming, so let's go ahead and turn our headlights to dim. So we go really downhill, so you need to use your brakes. Hello. Turn back to brake. Got the sun. As best we can do. Watch our signal coming up. Okay, it's clear. Alright, it's clear. And so now we have 3 seconds to make a reduction of some sort. And so, which we are. Our next speed limit will be 45. As I know this for a fact. And so watch, I'm going to hold here 45 seconds. And even when the time penalty kicks down, we're still at 45. So we will not get any penalization for that, because we are at the next speed limit. You either got to be at the next speed limit or below it. We have another clear. Cool. So the sun went away. We put our blind back. Our next thing should be approach medium. Yes, it is. And you'll see our cab signal start to reduce, and then the next signal will be an approach, because we're still following that regional. So I don't know how far out he is, but I think we're gaining up on him. So we'll prepare for this approach medium. And it registers it as a approach limited. Alright, next signal will be 30, so slow down to 30, so we do not get bumped down to a penalty application. Go to dim, so don't blind anybody. There's our approach. Coming nice and easy. We're only going to do minimum brake applications. And it's nice that as soon as you buy the Keystone route or any other route besides the regular Amtrak Northeast Corridor route between Newark to New Rochelle, and then the CSX Heavy Haul, every other route comes with these guidelines, which are pretty cool, so it helps you with brake accuracy as well. And not too bad. We've made all in one piece. Looks like our locomotive is doing just fine. Oh, we still have our marker lights on. Got to turn those off. There you go. See? That's okay, little panel, little fuse panel, but that's alright. So yeah, that is one of the gameplays that we have just done. And so maybe we'll find another one, maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. We've been live streaming for 36 minutes trying to scratch our heads and our butts trying to fix the other route. So, yep, and that's why I was pushed to approach medium, then approach, then stop. We're following the NORAC signals. Lock the doors, lock right. And there we have it. Our performance was pretty good. I don't think we oversped at all. And we have total points of 2,659. Not too bad. And we saw one of my first awards of traveling 64 miles in the Metroliner cab car. So with that being said, and our stop accuracy was under 1 yard, which is really good. We were 2 minutes late. That's because we were held up by a signal at New York Penn. So as long as you're within 2 minutes late, we're fine. But yeah, it looks like we did pretty good. We didn't overspeed it pretty much the whole way, and followed our signals, and hopefully you guys learned as much as I did. I learned a few things from the simulator, even though it's not the real deal. To me, it is the real deal, because everything that I've been told, everything I've been taught, everything that I've studied pretty much matches, you know, as I've confirmed this with a few engineer buddies. So that's all I got for you guys today. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this live stream, go ahead and leave a like. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything like that, any information you want to share, or anything you just want to know, leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll always review people who subscribe to my channels, and I always subscribe back. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we're going to end it right here. So we'll go and say continue, main menu, and we should all be done for the night. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll do another live stream tomorrow, because these are fun, but this time I'll do it during the day, so you can expect another live stream around probably 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I do have some stuff to do as I'm still moving in my house and into my new house, which is not too far, but I'm just making it trip by trip per day, and I need to move my bigger items. And with that being said, that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching this Strange Productions. See you next time.